And the thing is, one thing I realized about women, they say something, they have proof for it. Pictures. Like, they're not lying. So they'll be like, oh, yeah, da da da, like, this guy is buying me this. You're like, no, the fuck he's not. Show you proof. Look. And you're like, oh my God. You realize, bro, you realize majority of guys, we all talk a tough game. But when girls start showing you text messages of like what they saying, you're like, he's saying that?
Bro, one of my friends, she got a Chanel bag from some dude. That is her brother.
Oh my God. Bro, the most I've ever bought my sisters is the jeans. He was a pair of jeans.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the O2 podcast. If you're a loyal listener of this podcast, you can see, well, one, the most important part. I'm gonna start with the least important to most important. Least important, I'm moving right now, so all this in the back, just forget about that.
Background.
Yeah, my background is messed up, but I think this is gonna be the setup. I have to do it in my room, so I think I'm just gonna put my photos back there and just like make it work.
A bunk bed?
Huh?
But you got a bunk bed over there? What's on the left? To your right. To the right,
one?
yeah.
Oh,
What is that?
I air dry my clothes. Helps it last longer.
This nigga poor. You're in America now.
It's like when you say, "Oh, I'm just fasting. It's good for your health."
Yeah.
I'm serious. Most of the clothes I wear.
Fuck you do wash your clothes in the sink with your hands?
No, most of the
You got two rocks.
Yeah.
most of the clothes I wear, I noticed that the lettering was coming off, and I found out that like the heat damage was doing it. So I've started like air drying it. It saves money, and it's not really that bad. But the other most
I can't even say shit. I air dry my clothes too. So
yeah, I air dry too. I'm not gonna lie. Dryer.
Shakir's back. You know, hopefully, I'm hoping this is like an upward trend. So, you know, Ibra and I, we've been carrying it for a while, and then Shakir's gonna join, and then Quasi's gonna join back at full power again. But Shakir, how you been doing, bro? I did see him. Shakir to give me right from the airport. We chopped it up a little bit.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in I don't even know how long, cause whenever we link, he's not there.
Bro, let it go, bro.
Yeah.
Shakir, you know what's it called? I found thing. So I can get a really cheap rental for like $30 a day.
How?
Yeah.
Who you went to the cartel?
I linked up with my old I linked up with my old coworker, and he was like, I was telling him about our trip. I was like, yeah, bro, like me and my homie, we plan on going to like Tennessee, Nashville to drive.
Me and my homies.
You're not going. You're not going. We know you're not going.
Are we leaving right after the August trip?
No, we're gonna go in the beginning of August.
Oh yeah, no. I thought we were leaving after the wedding, but yeah.
No, yeah, it's before.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's $33 a day. So I was like, he was like, yeah. He said, bro, if you need rentals still, I can just book it and then stuff like that, and then take care of you. I'm like, shit, say no more. Bring your cat to the camera, man. Come on, bro. Stop being mean to him. There you go.
This is his first appearance on the pod.
What's up, little buddy? What's up, man? Look me in my eyes and I'm talking to you. There you go. How you feeling, Brody? Now he looks majestic.
No,
what does that mean?
Bro.
What?
He's just a beautiful cat, bro.
I know he is. They got no PJs on. Oh my god.
I gotta get new PJs actually.
I know.
Now, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I found out about the horrors of polyester.
Shakir motivated me. I think in the next couple of weeks or so, I'm gonna start rocking silk pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'm at
Silk?
I'm at the age.
I mean, is not going to bed in silk. There's no way.
I'm at the age of my life.
Silk.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Your booty in silk is a crazy idea. It's a crazy concept.
You know, because of this body shaming y'all been doing, I've skipped the gym for the last 3 weeks. You know, I'm in a calorie deficit because y'all niggas done bullied me enough. You know, enough is enough. Okay? Enough is enough.
Nigga said ass cheeks is gonna be tooted up.
Like you got roommates now too. You gotta get someone in trouble.
Sleeping in silk? That's no way. I mean, getting pajamas as a man, bro. I think we might just end this podcast and call it a day. There is no way. That's a grown ass man.
I feel like I'm at the age of my life where it's like, if I'm comfortable, who am I pleasing, nigga? Are you
exactly?
You could clown me all you want, nigga. It's my body, it's my life, it's my choice.
Fuck is wrong with this nigga?
Look
bro.
at this toxic masculinity. He's not hip to the new times like we are, Shakir. Leave him alone in his uncomfortable polyester, damaged skin. Leave him. He doesn't understand it.
I sleep like a real man, butt naked.
I bet the shit on your head is made out of polyester.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't miss the
So
trip.
I don't know, but yeah, I'm still settling, moving in. Came back from the trip in Connecticut. It was a good event. I won't lie. I was there for like a week.
I was
Do you
about to say,
guys
what
know?
pictures you about to post?
Oh no, the pictures of the event, not just the pictures of me. Oh
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, not no, no,
Okay. I was
no,
about to be like,
no.
like, huh?
I was like thinking about it, and what do you call it? I was like, it was a really good event. I'm so tired recovering from the trip, but I had a decent bit of fun. Linked up with some of my homies. We recorded a couple of gym videos,
What's it
and
like going back to college after graduating? What does that feel like?
the current freshman class is class of 2029.
Damn.
Damn.
Class of 2029. For context, our freshman year was 6 years ago.
Damn.
6 years ago is when we all departed and went. So I was thinking, it wasn't like I definitely didn't feel out of place because I was able to like talk to them. I was like meticulous pretty well. I made a couple of friends actually. Well, not
Did you wear
friends.
your Leatherman's jacket?
You know, it is what it is. But you know that feeling when we were like younger, and it's like whenever an older person came along, the girls would be low key like they're not trying to raise them up. That
Leave them kids alone. Leave
Let's-
them
let's-
kids alone.
No,
Let's stop right there.
I do know what he means though. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, but that's the position I was low key in this weekend. Like people with me, like some girl looked at me and was like, "Are you an influencer? Your skin is really clean." I said, "If you don't call me handsome, just say that." But no, I'm looking around. I'm like, y'all live
You're
like my little sister.
children.
Yeah,
Because it would happen back in high school when like a student from college would come back to see the teacher, and you see like some of the girls like flirting with them.
you know, it wasn't for me. It wasn't like I could just tell I was just like a familiar face. And like when I was walking through, like I'd go to the cafeteria, bro. Everyone's turning around looking at me like I'm some like endangered species. I was like, yeah, bro, I can't do this no more. I got up
You
on
know
the
what
stage and
it
said,
felt like? You know how on Disney Channel, whenever there's like a cameo that comes up and like the music that they play in the background, like, ooh.
And then the hair flip.
"No, it was fun." But I was like, damn, like they've changed up the campus a little bit, but also
My
like
aura.
I'm just like not a lot of. I didn't feel old, but I was like I what it made me
I
think about is
would.
I've really underestimated how fast time goes by. Like when I was saying out loud, I was like, they were like, "Oh, when did you start?" I was like, 2020. They were like, "Damn." I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "Class of 2029." I was like, asking how old. Some people are like 18, 19. I'm like, y'all are
I'm
little
sure there's
ass.
some 17-year-olds too. Like,
Yeah.
That's
So no, it was fun.
Quasi's little brother's going to college next year, and he's going to be 17.
I still remember when he was like a
A
child.
kid.
Like
Yeah.
a fetus.
Like, yo, now it's like now he's talking about going to Penn State and all that Michigan State. I'm like,
No,
time is crazy. And my
And
baby
I like
sister too. Like her now, she's
my
like,
sister
what?
too.
Yeah,
doing
bro. She's
college next year.
she's gonna be a sophomore in
The-
in high school next year. And I'm like, damn, like
you know the worst part about this whole thing.
I'm
Remember the list that I like we had done off camera not too long ago that you were like you keep forgetting stuff.
oh yeah, I don't want to think about that, please.
No, but I also missed a couple
Wait.
names too. Not because I was walking through the campus and I'd see some faces. I was like, yeah, that definitely did happen. I was like,
That was a dark night.
I was like, yeah,
There's been some dark nights.
You're like,
yeah. I was, bro,
oh, I
I'm like,
forgot about that person.
yeah, but it was so weird how it's like completely.
Wait, you were just walking around campus and seeing people that gave you flashbacks to that?
They were seniors. They were seniors. Let's stop. They were all seniors. Let's
Because
get
like-
that straight.
I still know some seniors that went to my
Yeah,
school.
because
Yeah,
we're-
Yeah,
the
seniors
class
are
of-
the only ones that I know. Because
we're the class of-
like
we're-
sophomores. When
We're the class
I
of
know seniors
24.
and juniors.
Yeah, we're the class of 24 right now. The current senior class is the class of 26. So it's like I like knew a couple people there, but no, it was a great event. Like it was tiring, eye opening, but it made me realize like sometimes you gotta take a moment to just practice some gratitude. Because I'm like this year, then humbled all of like when you was like, when I tell you I'm down to my knees, bro, and I'm like, God, please, whatever lesson you're trying to teach me, I just hope we could spin this around quick enough.
I'm in my Vinland Saga season 2 era, bro. I have no enemies, man. Listen, anybody who think I have a grudge against them out there, I don't. I'm sorry for even holding a grudge against you. That's not who I am anymore. That's not who I want to be anymore. I want to be a kind, loving person. Does that mean you should hit me up and we're cool? No. But I forgive you. Thank you very much.
That's what I was thinking as well. Like
I'm telling you, you should get a cat now.
I'm definitely
That'd be
thinking
full
I was
circle having
as
a
I was
cat.
walking around, I was like, like I was like reminiscing. I was like, all the people I've like beefed with and all this stuff. And in my head, I was like, Quadro, for what?
For
What did you get out of this?
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, I'm a second that with you, bro. I have beef with nobody, and that doesn't mean we're cool. And if you see me, you should hit me up because there's some people I still want to run the ones with, but I just don't have it in me to hold it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But any highlights? Anything you guys are looking forward to this week?
This week?
The days feel the same.
Yeah. I don't know what day it is, bro.
It feels like a Friday today.
No, it's a Thursday.
It's funny because I have this friend that like we both went to he was in class of 26, and he's like every school year when I was in college you always had somebody who was like the top dog at the gym, and when it was my turn, I was the top dog. I don't think anyone has surpassed me yet, but he, but brothers showing some promise. And we're in the car because he graduated early. He's like, he's thinking about going to the military. I said, brother, life is never that bad.
At this time, you better get deployed.
And he was giving me his reasoning as to
His reasoning.
He was just like things are just not going his way, like per se, like it's not like looking. And I was like, brother,
tell him it ain't going your way too either.
Yeah,
that does not mean you can't go to the military.
Bro, these days it feels like every day I wake up, it's a new set of problems that I have to solve. And I solve them and I go to bed and I wake up and they present me a new sheet. Like, here you go. That's what it feels like. I was like, no matter how bad life is, bro, it's going to get better. I don't know how. I don't know
I
when.
feel like no matter how bad life gets, the solution to me will never be join the military. No. Like, I don't care what the question is, what the equation is, the answer is never join the military.
No.
Never. Like, bro, I feel like majority of certain life problems, you just gotta wait it out. Like, just wait it out, bro. Like, sometimes you don't even gotta do much. You just gotta wait it out. Keep doing what you're doing. Eventually something is gonna pan out, bro. And I realized, bro, like all the guys in our family right now, bro, like my little brother don't have a job, my dad don't have a job. I'm like, damn. So all of us is just out here just panicking.
Yeah, but I recently I watched did you guys see the new Terminator movie that came out in 2019?
No,
they came up with a new Terminator.
I don't think
movie.
I watched past 2.
Okay,
I don't think I watched past 1.
It's the same thing when it's a repeat, but I watched it I finished watching it 30 minutes ago. But the main character said something right out. She was like, "There's no set future. Nobody has a set future. You just have every day to make decisions that's leading you towards somewhere. You just don't know what that somewhere is." And I heard that and I was like, that's very profound. I'm like, the world really is your oyster sometimes, but I'll tell you one thing for sure, one thing for certain. Me in the military camp will never happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think.
Never that.
Never that.
I don't think it would.
Never
think
if you guys were to get drafted, what would your excuse be?
Why I can't go?
Draft? Yeah.
My butt is too big.
I will kill myself.
Hold on. Let's unpack what Quadro said first. Because I feel like if you say that, they gotta want you more. You know, they're all alone there.
But the thing is, I would never make it there. Because I'm like, my thing is,
Quadro starts to look tasty.
The same reason I would not go to the military is the same reason I didn't want to go to an all-boys school ever in my life. Too much testosterone in one area.
What do you mean? Bro, I heard the military is a fuck fest.
That's what I'm saying. But it's the same reason I wouldn't go to an all-boys school.
There's women there.
No, when they... You know what it'd be?
What?
It'd be...
Yeah, bro, there's a bunch of... There's women in the military. You know that, right?
Yeah, but it's separate.
Yeah.
Like the...
Yeah, but they still live in the same building. Nigga, I can go downstairs and get some pussy. Like, what are you talking about? You don't hear those military stories, bro? I
thought it's like completely different camps. One for men, one for women.
I'm pretty sure some way, somehow they're connected. They're not that far. I've heard so many stories of people in the military, but they be getting...
Actually, that does make sense, because I'm here thinking about, like, during Vietnam times, because during that
You're
time,
thinking about them back in those times.
Yeah, they would, like, fuck, like, local women.
There are women who are in the military. Like, some of my cousins, I think both of them, like, they're both women, and they're in the military. There are a bunch of women in the military, and they be getting it on. Like, the past 3 months, I've been, I've been watching a bunch of videos, and I'm like, the things that I found out, I'm like, oh, it's a big old fuckfest, man. Especially because, like, now you gotta think about it too. Like, you going to other countries, so you meeting other baddies and foreign things as an American.
Oh, maybe that's why there's so many whites and Asians to mix.
Yeah. Oh, because of the Vietnam War, like they were.
Yeah. Bro, like a lot
Vietnam, of going to the Philippines, shit like that.
I know in some Asian countries though, it's like they don't play that. Oh, just get a woman pregnant and just leave. They will hunt your ass down. Like they don't play about that shit. I know like China or Japan, like you gonna wake up, you find a dead body in the river over that shit, bro.
I think that's the reason why I can't necessarily like having a baby is such a big deal for me. I don't know because I'm like I can't.
I hope it's for everybody.
But it's
Yeah.
not. I can't just get up and leave. That's the problem. Nah. But in my head, I thought it was like they segregated them from
No,
like all guys and all
no,
girls.
That's
That's
what
why
I
I
thought too. I thought they
no.
were running
Yeah.
that shit like a mosque.
no,
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
not. Like, even if they do, like, it's like I know the way like the housing situation is set up for like training campers. I'm not no
Like, okay,
expert in the military.
but here's the
It's
thing.
like
Like, imagine
it's like I
you're
live
deployed.
next. A woman can
Imagine you're
live next
deployed
door.
to
I can
Iran,
just walk
right?
over to her crib.
Imagine you're deployed in like Iran, right? And
Yeah.
it's just all men in that squad, like they're in the fucking.
I
What
don't
do you
think
call
it's
those?
like that though.
In
I
the
don't think it's like that.
trenches.
I said imagine it's
Do they even have
hypothetical, brother.
trench warfare anymore?
I don't
I don't
know,
know.
bro. I'm not a war
Yeah.
veteran.
You're asking, you're
Yeah,
asking more questions to the people least likely to go to war.
and if we do, I already told y'all what's gonna go down. Y'all better.
Friendly fire.
Yep.
My thing is, I don't like. It's not even in my head. I just assumed that was like it's just guys around each other all the time and then girls.
No.
So
Yeah,
that
a
was my
bunch of
point.
women in the military.
Granted,
Yeah.
it doesn't make a damn difference. I don't care how much money I got there. I'm not
Yeah.
going. But I'm just like it's the same reason I wouldn't go to all boys school. Too much testosterone in one area. It's just like
Yeah.
you just
Ain't no women.
we need some estrogen laced in there to keep the peace.
I mean, to be fair, even the women in the military, they have a lot of testosterone. So I get what you mean.
Anyways.
No,
But
if you're working out, you're producing testosterone, whether you're a man or a woman.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not even the testosterone. I think it's just too much men in one area. It's like the thing is like you have them too much, and it's like because the thing is men we don't. It's either A, we don't care enough to shut down bad ideas, or we just participate just for the fuck of it. Like
I
so,
know,
like
I know what you're speaking about, but I shut down bad ideas.
Ibra, you're saying this from the comfort you haven't been in that situation. That's why when back in the day when we were applying to, I remember when we were applying to high schools, and my sister was like, "You want to go to Eagle Academy?" I was like, "Get the
Oh,
fuck,
no.
Fuck
get
no.
the fuck."
Get out of here. What are you talking about? And they love to come in like after they all graduate, coming in suits. Oh man, we're real men. We don't give a fuck. We don't
Was
care.
that other school Cardinal Hayes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Like Cardinal Hayes, I understand if you played like a sport, if you play like football or basketball and stuff like that. Like I understand going to an all boys school that's good at a sport. Understandable. But if you just going there to be a regular nigga, go get some bitches, bro. What are you doing? Like, bro, I'm going to a school where I can see women. Like, I'm sorry. I would never do that to my children. No matter what. Like, bro, I'm gonna teach my boys some discipline. But listen, you can look. You don't gotta go into there and buy something. You can look. All right? Because having that visual keeps you sane a little bit. I need some women around me. I don't when people be like,
No,
guys and girls can't be
That's
friends,
also
brother.
that also makes you not become an incel. I feel
Yeah.
like these incels, they never have interactions with women.
They don't
so
have
they
no
start hating
women
them.
friends. I'm like, bro,
Exactly. Like if you don't have a woman friend, I think something's wrong with you.
I think, bro, I say this all the time. As a man, you need women friends. You need women who are your homies. Like, bro, like, and when people say this, they're like, oh, shoot, nah, men and women can't be friends. I'm like, something is wrong with you. Every woman you've seen, you wanted to do with them, you're disgusting. You're a nasty human being. You need to get checked out.
I'm trying to, yeah. So I was like, Eagle Academy, that was a no for me. In terms of the question you brought up, guys, and I mean, I don't hang out with the exception of you guys and maybe like one or two people. I don't have that many guy friends.
Not a nigga's nigga.
Nah,
I'm
can
my
never-
homie's nigga, but not a
I
nigga's
can
nigga.
never.
Like, what when people be like, guy's guy? I'm like, what the hell does that even mean? And do not put me in that category. I support.
exactly.
I
I'm not
support.
covering for you. I don't know you.
Yeah, bro. Like girls just support girls simply because you're a woman. Like women just be like, oh my god, I love your nails. Oh my god, we should be friends. Nice shoes and keep it pushing. Like that's it.
There's a story that I want to share, but it's not like I'd have to be at the camera. But the whole idea, I don't know where this notion came from of like this idea of like I support women's rights and wrongs. We need to cut that out. We need to start calling out some
Wait,
wrong.
Give a little bit more context before you just.
Before I start picking with the
I was about to say, hold on. I was like, wait, the plane is going along with the wrong direction.
My fault.
Yeah,
Where are we
my fault,
like,
man.
going with
Like-
this? Hold on.
Like the idea support women's rights, yes, but there are some wrongs I feel like girls do that others just support simply because I want to be a girl's girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, definitely.
I know what you're saying. All right.
Yeah,
At first, I'm like,
that's what I meant.
whoa, hold on.
So there's like there was some situation I heard about, and it's like there's this girl involved, and I'm hearing a story, and I'll tell you guys after this, but every part of the story that's going on,
The woman is wrong.
she's in the wrong. I'm like, there's not a single part of the story where I could even if I had a law degree, I could advocate for you that you're in the right.
Mm-hmm.
Homies in the back talk about no, she's not wrong. What do you mean?
Bro, honestly, I was saying like it's funny because it's like being friends with a woman. It's like It's like having a hard-headed child. Like they don't listen to nothing that you say, but they will ask you for your advice.
Yes,
And when you
yes.
tell them, no, 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 that's not that don't even make sense. Especially when it comes to guys, like especially if it's a guy who's playing them, and then like they like what's going on? Like, do you really want to know what I'm about to say or no? They're like, I mean, I'm not gonna like it anyways, but go ahead, you tell him. Oh, you want to do that? Yes, he would. He's doing it to you right now. Like,
I was telling one of my girlfriends, I was like, my girls, common friends, I was like, I was like, guys, I feel like our brains are all connected to the same Wi-Fi. Like we can all collectively, as a collective, hook our brains up to the same Wi-Fi and understand what it is that. Because every story I've heard, I'm like, I know exactly what play he's running, and, and he's doing it. There's some stories I hear, I'm like, I didn't even think about that, but damn, you really analyzing
bro, it's so funny because one of my homegirls, like, she has a boyfriend, and she was talking to me about how like one of her neighbors basically like wanted to bake bread for her, and then mind you, the boyfriend was out here telling me he's like Ibra, he's out here talking about she wanted to bake bread, and she's out here agreeing. I was like, what? She was like, no, I just thought he wanted to be friends. I was like, bro, what man gets up and say I bake bread? I bake bread, especially for a woman. I was like, think she's like, well, I just thought he was being friendly. I'm like, no man is ever that friendly unless he wants something straight off the rip.
Like, if he's just making bread and giving out to everyone, that's one thing.
Yes.
He's making bread specifically for you.
How much you want to bet? He had never made bread a day in his life till
his
he
mom.
met you.
Yeah, exactly.
Till he met
He
you.
didn't even make bread for his mama. And she like, oh, he said he makes bread. So I said, oh my God, that's wonderful. We should get in contact. And she's telling me the story. I'm looking at her like, and her boyfriend's just sitting there like, he's like, see? I'm like, how the fuck do you not see it? She's like, I just thought he was being friendly. I'm like, no man is ever that friendly off the rip. I was like, me as a man, if I know a woman is just gonna be my friend, I'm not offering you stuff. Like, because that's setting up a vibe already. Like, oh, he probably want. I'm not offering you things. Like, if we're deep into the friendship, then yeah. But it's like when I first meet you, bro, you ain't getting nothing.
If I'm
from me.
meeting you
I
for the
don't
first
know
time, I treat you exactly like how I treat the man.
you.
Them.
Niggas, yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't bake bread for another man because I don't want to send that message at all.
Exactly. What the hell?
I'm trying, like, I don't know. I've had like a decent bit of female friends in my lifetime, and I'm just like, it's like when people bring up this point and they're like, they can't be like, you just gotta find the right ones. You just gotta find the right ones. You can't be friends with every one of them, but you definitely could find the right ones.
I feel like for a man, if they really want to know about a woman, be friends with a woman that gets guys. Holy God, it opens a whole nother portal of a world that you didn't even know exists. Like I'm talking about a pretty woman who's out in the field. Like you know how you're friends with a man hoe, and you see what he's doing. So like when you see like another man is doing that to your to one of your girlfriends, and you're like, that's what he's doing, and she's like, nah, but she's not around other guys who are hoes, so she don't see it. So when you are friends with a woman who's like say a hoe or they just go about, they have a lot of experience, they're seasoned. Call them Tom Brady, bro. And then like you go out, you like, and the thing is, one thing I realized about women, they say something, they have proof for it. Pictures, like they're not lying. So they'll be like, oh yeah, da da da, like this guy is buying me this. And you're like, no, the fuck he's not. Show you proof. Look, and you're like, oh my God. You realize, bro? You realize majority of guys, we all talk a tough game, but when girls start showing you text messages of like what they saying, you're like, he's saying that,
Bro, one of my friends, she got a Chanel bag from some dude. That is her brother.
Oh my God, bro! The most I've ever bought my sister is the jeans.
These days, when I'm walking around and like most of the girls I'm friends with, it's like, I want a man who could do this, and they list all these outrageous claims. I don't even get mad anymore because I'm like, I know there's a guy out there who's going to listen to these lists of outrageous demands and be like,
I'm confident.
that's me.
That's me. And when you meet those guys, you're like, and when you like, that's why I say, I'm like, bro, be friends with a woman for real. Like when you are like friends with a woman for real, you see these things. Like, you know how a lot of guys be like, oh yeah, I'd never do that. You would never do that. But when a woman shows you that she has a guy who's like opening the door for her, she's never gonna pay for anything. Like she don't gotta do much, and the guy is doing everything. When you see it, you're like, oh my God, these men actually do exist.
Okay, I don't know why you included opening the door as part of the list, but that's
Yeah,
like,
you know what I mean. The car door, like you know what I mean.
Let's switch this from generalized. Let's generalize to personalized. What do you think is the craziest thing you've done for someone you didn't have a chance with?
The fact that I thought I had a chance with him, I think that's the craziest thing. Because like, let me see.
I think the amount of tolls I paid, that would count. The amount of tolls I paid getting to them over and over.
I don't think, honestly, let me think. I'm trying to think. I've done some outrageous stuff, but only for people that I know I was in the game with, or I thought I was in the game with.
I'll never forget. This was, I think, my senior year of college. I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but I guess we're about to find out now. There was this one girl who, back then when I used to put up the beach pictures, back then mine used to be, I'm not on IG no more. I found God and I changed. I'm on my Jeremy Doku type of timing, right? So this girl I thought was pretty cute, and she thought I was pretty cute too. She was like telling her friends about me. She was like, "Oh, like he's super cute. I'd like to get to know them."
I remember.
So, and it's always the girls that I decide to be respectful towards. Like it never makes any sense to me. So I remember we got back on campus, and she's like, our friends were like, "You guys will look cute together." Like they're setting us up. Like we're walking past each other. We're seeing each other. Like I'm thinking the vibes are there. So I'm like, okay, how do I approach this? I'm like, okay, let me take her on a date, right? Mind you, this is back. I didn't have money. I was on a college salary back then. Bro, I bought her flowers on the first date because I thought in my head, I'm like, this is the most respectful.
And the thing is, nigga, you don't listen, bro. I remember we was in the group chat. We like, why are you bringing flowers to the first date? Nigga was like, nah.
Be a lover boy, let him finish.
Yeah, I was trying to set the tone, be like, I'm here to be out of, bro. I didn't even go to like a Target or a Costco. I went to a local decor flower shop. Walked in there, looked the old lady dead in the eye and said, I got a pretty special girl I'm taking on the first date. What would you recommend? We walked around the store, picking out. Nigga, it's not that funny. Nigga, it's not that funny.
That's a
I'm
provider, man, right
remembering
there.
the story. I remember her response. That's why.
We walked around picking out flowers and stuff. The date comes, we pick out flowers, and she never even got the flowers. I ended up giving it to somebody else.
Oh, that just reminded me of something.
I never gave her the flowers because I remember I had them in my hand, and then I remember walking up and her friends looked at me like, "What do you have that for?" Dash them. I didn't even dash them. I ran back downstairs, dropped them off at one of my neighbor's doors. Come to find out, she just wanted to hit, and I'm like, "Why did you say that from the jump? Why did you say that from the jump? Why did you say that from the fucking jump? You had me book reservations, pay for an Uber, flowers.
She ain't trying to pay to buy the flowers.
All right, you know what, valid. But that's
some things you gotta take some self accountability now. Like niggas, but the thing is, niggas just told you don't buy no flowers on the first date. Why are you buying flowers on the first date for? I'm like, you setting up expectations. I'm like, bro, some things you just as you go, then you gradually introduce first date flowers.
I've been on a decent bit of first dates, but that one hurts me the most.
She was disgusted, right?
What happened?
Wasn't she disgusted or something because you've bought her flowers?
Later found out that.
Because the thing is, like, women are so happy when they get flowers. So, like, for her to be disgusted, that's actually so crazy.
Bro, I'm like, when you were like, she said that, I was like, oh.
Yeah, never forgot.
Now
I'm moving much more poised, but that one hurt. And that was, and then after I found that out, in my head, I was thinking about reverse way. Like, imagine somebody you just want to try to have a one night stand where they're doing all this. I know how I would feel. So I said, damn, brother. I put that behind, but Shiki, what did
I remember one time I bought flowers for someone, and it was like the girl that like I took to the dance, right? So when I picked her up in my dad's Tesla. I went to the flower shop, bought a whole pot of flowers. Like this shit wasn't a nice glass arrangement.
I don't remember the flower part.
I hope this story lets the viewers know the lengths a man is willing to go to when he thinks he found the one. Dad's Tesla?
Because the thing is, all the signs, every single sign said she's a hoe, right? But I didn't want to believe it, right? So I bought flowers, right? And it's a nice ass arrangement. The bottom is like made out of glass. It's like in a
How much did you pay for that?
$60.
$60?
That's cheap.
$60.
That's back in college times, nigga. That's a week's worth of money.
That's a lot. Yeah. So I took the flowers. Now that I'm really thinking about it, right? Like her reaction when she saw it, it was a shock, but like I interpreted it as like an excited shock. Now that I look back at it, it's more like shock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I brought the flowers, and then after when I told her ass to go home by herself, right? I went back to the car, and I just see the flowers on the floor. I went and put it outside someone's door, and then I went home, right? Next week, I come back, and the flowers were still there. Like, I would have to walk by there to go to the deli to get, like, lunch, and I would just see those flowers for, like, 2 weeks every time I went to get lunch.
Damn, that also
Yeah.
happened too. I still got that picture.
Shit's crazy.
That'd
That
be
one
real.
picture. Yo, dude, I still got that picture, bro. I didn't know that. I didn't even remember the flower part, bro. I'm sorry, Shakir. No man should have to ever go through
Yeah.
something like that,
My
bro.
thing is, I just wish like women, were, at least in our age, were more upfront about what they want. Are you looking for long term or short? Because I could do short term. You don't.
Hey, I'm sitting out here thinking like, my fault for cutting you off. Go ahead.
No, you good. But it's like, don't have me doing long term activities for short term goals.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. They don't have you doing anything. You chose to do it
You know,
because you thought that was what
No,
was
she,
necessary.
it's
They
like
didn't say anything about flowers or anything. So it's like
they
some
don't,
things
but
you
it's
can't.
like you're being sold a dream that's like you're making up yourself. It's not them. Selling
Exactly.
You it, it's
You're the
you
one that's putting
making.
these ideas and these. Like honestly, I think these past 3 months, all the stuff that I really like that I've held grudges on, I sat back. I'm like, okay. Somebody was like, you. I was like, somebody was like, did you look where you went wrong in this situation? I'm like, no, motherfucker, I'm the victim here. And then you really think about it, you're like, some of these
Maybe I could
problems,
have done this differently.
yeah.
maybe some of these problems, I'm
got
partially
you
to
about that.
blame.
Since the
I'm
start of this
partially.
year, I get like these flashbacks, and I'm sitting, I'm like, and I was like, Quadro, let's take the person out of the equation with it. What do you want? And I started thinking
What
about
did
it.
you
I'm like,
do?
yeah, I'm like,
Like,
yeah, I see it.
because I
I see exactly
realized,
what part I played.
because sometimes I'm putting myself in that situation. I'm like, if you were acting this way, would you be shocked about this reaction? I'm like, you know what? I'm not perfect too. I had a lot to do with that situation happening to me, so I can't really say anything. But I would say I'm thinking. Now you got me thinking. I'm like, I think the worst is like just going for people. I was like, who like definitely like as I'm getting older, I understand bunk level murder, bruv. Some of these girls, you out there, you probably what 15, 16. These 16-year-old girls, some of them was dating 20-year-old niggas. They had way better, bigger pockets than me. You trying to out here, you want a Cristiano Ronaldo level where you ain't even got championship money. Nigga, I don't got even league on money. So it's like you going for stuff where it's like, if we lived in a perfect world, it would work. But Shorty dating a nigga with a BMW, what the fuck can I do?
That's
I
right.
ain't even had a bike.
One of the freshman kids put into perspective for me. He was like, "Look at you roll up to this year with pockets, a car, and everything." He's like, "My shoe just ripped last week. I'm not competing with you."
Exactly, bro.
Like,
And bro,
he was
and,
like,
and then you realize, bro, honestly, like that's why I said you need to be friends with a woman because it opens another world for you. Because it's like, bro, and you don't realize how some of these women in our age group, from like 20 to 25, niggas who are 35 is hunting. They're hunting, and like I can't compete. I can't compete. Like now it's like you got a little money in your pockets. You feeling yourself. You wearing your Dior Sauvage. Here a nigga come on. Here a nigga come on with some Arabic shit, real genuine shit. His shit costs $350 cologne, and you're like, wait, nigga spent $350 on cologne. I ain't even know that was a thing. My shit only costs $35, and this at the corner store where they make it themselves. So we live in a different world, bro. Like I've heard that complaint, yo. Somebody was like, yo, bro, like the dating world, and it was a guy. He's like between the ages of 20 and 25. He's like, yo, the dating world is hard. He's like, I'm having to compete with older niggas who already got it for girls my age. And then the older guys responded, we had to deal with that too. Toughen up. It ain't fair.
I feel like your best bet is finding somebody who sees the world like you do. Like a woman who like sees the world as like, okay, you're Mr. Potential right now. You're not where you could be, but you got some potential. But then again, at a certain point, you got to start turning that potential into kinetic energy. You can't stay potential for good.
Yeah.
So no, but now that I think about it, knowing what I know now, I wouldn't have been back in college trying to compete. I would just minded my business and just kept it pushing and we just waited for my turn. No, that's the just
Not
waiting for
even
my
wait for
turn.
my turn. Wait for women who want me. Like
exactly.
it's no wait
It's
for my
just
ain't no
finding
waiting for my
self-respect.
turn. I'm not Thames. I will not wait for you. Like no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
This is supposed to be a very short episode, but I feel like that's the motto for today's episode, and that's the motto we gonna keep saying.
I will not
Go
wait.
after people who want you.
I'm not
Amen.
Thames. I will
Amen.
not
But
wait for you.
without any further ado, last time I checked, we had 102 subscribers for the pod. So thank you to everyone who's liked, subscribed, and we're almost at 200 for the react. So if you watch the podcast and you don't know that we have a reacts, O2 React, check us out on the YouTube, and we'll catch you guys next week. Hopefully this episode goes out. It has to. So peace.